My hole has a sock. My sock has a hole. Let's fix it. Let's fix it right up. Right up. Right across. Okay. Hi. Hello. What you will need for this is, I have 2 separate needles for this. You only really need one. I just didn't want to rethread my stuff. What you will do is you will fold it over and then thread it through, so there will be 4 individual little strings, so it's like a thicker thing. So you will need two things worth of thread, or yarn, or embroidery thread, or really whatever you have, considering we're mending a sock. It doesn't matter that much. Hell, embroidery thread might be better. I did try to find embroidery thread. I couldn't find my embroidery thread. Apparently I also can't say embroidery thread. You will need scissors. Any sort of scissors. Your teeth even work. It doesn't really matter. We're mending a sock. And what we will do is, basically, you know those things? It's like you fold, you weave the paper in between a bunch. I did in like 2nd grade in art class. I'm sure other people probably did. You are doing that essentially. Oh yeah, you also need a piece of cardboard to go in the sock. Or do it on your own foot. But I tried that and I stabbed myself, so. This is also only my 2nd time, doing this. And what you will do is you're gonna literally pick up a little bit of thread and then come out and then pick up a little bit of thread and then come out. And it doesn't need to be perfect. You know why? Because you're redoing the bottom of a fucking sock. I know I reiterate that you should not follow anything I do if you have something like OCD and everything needs to be perfect, but I really do mean it, because let's be for real. Is anything I ever do actually done the way it should be and or correctly? You see all the green? Also, you can do it in all the same color. I'm just doing different colors so it's easier for you guys to see it. And then we're gonna go across. Doesn't matter if it's over or under, it really doesn't. You're gonna take literally the tiniest bit of string. You're gonna pull it through. And then you're gonna go in the opposite direction mostly. And now you're gonna do that until basically this whole section is filled. Also, isn't it funny that all the words are just gone? I'm pretty sure that said Haynes. So now we're just gonna do all of that, and then I'm gonna show you again. Okay, so now we have most of that. Look how pretty. I'm really happy I caught it with the black net, if you can see that, still intact, because now it's much easier to weave through. So what we're gonna do is, because the hole's not compromised over here, we're gonna slowly make it a little shorter, which is probably a good thing because I'm gonna run out of yarn. But what I'm doing right now is I'm literally going just barely under it. You don't have to go through the sock. You can probably go through the sock. I don't go through it every single stitch. Some of the stitches, yeah, because it's really thin, but not all of the stitches. And I'm doing them kind of close to one another. So we're just gonna like that. It's literally, if you know how to do a weaving stitch, like an up, down, up, down, up, down thing, for just some random piece of cloth, you know how to do this. And then I've been taking my nails and pulling it through. And then we're going to do that one last time, and then we're going to bring the thread to probably about here, just because this isn't really compromised. It's a little pulled, but if we shut the hole that's kind of growing, it will just shut anyway, so it'll be fine. Okay. I ended up kind of sewing one side shut a little bit, which isn't the end of the world, because it wasn't really torn that bad anyway. And I still did little woven bits, so it's not like shut like a seam. So now we're going to take the orange and kind of go across. We're going to start where this little knot is. I'm going to hold my thing up like this. And remember, you can use the same colors. I'm only using contrasting colors because I need y'all to be able to see it. And what we're going to do is, because this isn't really compromised right here, we're going to start like here. And then we're going to go over. We're going to go over one, under the other, over one, which, take your time. You can do it jacked up. It'll probably last still, but I don't really want to have a bunch of boo-boo bits. If you take a little bit of sock with it, it really doesn't matter. So, there we go. That's our first little spot. And look how pretty that is. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh, shit. Damn it. Oh, that's just going to come right through, isn't it? Okay. We're going to redo that because I made a boo-boo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back through where my stitches are. We're going to fix what I did. I can see it. God damn it. Okay. Okay, that was easier than I thought it would be. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I did not hook it into the actual sock, which I didn't think I would have to do in this spot, but apparently I do. Okay, there we go. See? Better. It's not going to pull through the stitch now. I will zoom in, I promise. Then we're going to basically do what we did a minute ago and go over, under, over, under. I really like this combination of thread. I think this orange is a little bit thicker than the green, like weight-wise. I don't know why. Maybe it's more pigmented, and that's why I'm thinking it's thicker. God damn it, I fixed that. Oh, there we go. Fixed it again. And you're literally, I'm not just gonna go over, under. And then across, and then I'll show you here in a second. Is my head in frame? It might be in frame. That doesn't matter. Also, this is a wig needle. This is just a needle I got in a wig making set, like forever ago. And it's one of my favorite sewing needles. You know why? Because the hole's big, is it's meant for like sewing thread. Which honestly, I completely get it. And then the needle's kind of short and it's thicker and I can see it better than, you know, teeny tiny needles. You're going to go back under. And then you're going to go through the ones that you went over on the last one. You're literally just going to do that. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're mending a sock. The point is that the hole is shut. That's the point of the sock being mended, is that the hole's shut and keeping your foot warm. It doesn't need to be perfect. Hell, it doesn't even need to be good. It just needs to be stable and keeping your little toesies warm in this borderline recession crap we are in right now. Part of the whole reason I am making this is because I have a lot of little things I've learned over the years, because I don't like to spend money. And a lot of you are going to be experiencing not great stuff right now. And I thought, well, you know, I'm already kind of stressed out and I can't do much because, you know, I have no income. I live with my folks and I'm very thankful that I still live here in this time of the world, you know. But I know a lot of little things to fix things and make things better, and cooking stuff from scratch, and just a lot of little things that we've done because we weren't always stable. Something about me is we were never on SNAP, but when I was a small child, for many years, we got the majority of our produce, at least what I can remember, from in food banks and shit. Like little food banks that the town I grew up in would host in their churches and such. And that's where we got quite a bit of bread and, you know, produce and such. Because we were cutting it close when I was young. And it makes me feel more for people going on. It's one of those situations where my parents are like, we weren't poor, but we went to fucking food banks for like a decade. But yeah, so if I can teach people how to do the little things that make the dollars stretch and well, keep people clothed and warm, I will happily do that, because I'm honestly a little stressed out for everyone in the world right now. I'm just the States. I'm stressed out for a lot of people right now. It seems like everyone's government just decided, you know, whoopsie-doo, let's not know how math works, or how an economy works, or how anything works. Oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? I looked up for 2 seconds and I sewed my sock in a, so I did not want. But yeah, so a lot of things are really fucked up in the world right now. And basically you're gonna go over and under a bunch. And this is not the most detailed thing, but if you have questions, please ask. If you have questions really about anything, please ask. If you're on computer, there's a little search thing, and really anything, you could probably look it up, and I've probably made a video with something like that in the title. Oh, Lord, am I worried. I'm gonna go finish the rest of this, and then I'll show you what it'll look like on your foot. It's all done. Does it need to be perfect? No, it doesn't. It's a sock. It's meant to cover your foot. It's meant to keep all these little toes warm. Is there a little knot? Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Ooh, that's better than I thought it would be. Let's see it on my foot. You don't get to see my foot barefoot. Ooh. Fix your stuff. Poor, struggling or not. Fix your fucking stuff. Okay? There's too much shit on this earth. Stop buying new things. Fix it. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day.